Hello everyone. I got back yesterday and finally did something that I've been meaning to do for a really long time. Hello, good morning. It's very early and I did not get very much sleep last night, so I'm looking a bit rough. For some reason, the sound of rain on the roof of the boat always wakes me up and I cannot sleep when it rains. I think it's like a flashback of feeling anxious when I had no windows. So a couple of my windows didn't have any glass and the rain would just come in. No matter what I did, I tried covering them in every single way and the rain would just continue to pour inside the boat. So I think now, even 2 years later, the sound, only at night, but the sound of rain on the roof when it's really heavy just wakes me up because it puts me into like awareness mode. It has been raining a lot this week, so I'm really tired. But the good thing is that I'm going away. You've caught me on a morning when I've got to do a lot of tidying, I've got to do packing because I am house sitting and pet sitting. I will be back in a few days, and when I do get back, I have to do my BSS, which is my boat safety certificate. So every 4 years, you basically have to have someone come over and check that everything is safe. So check that your ventilation is good enough, check that your smoke alarms, your CO2 alarms are fine, that your fire extinguishers are gonna work, and things like your batteries, and probably the most important thing, your gas system. I've never had one of these before because mine had just been done when I bought my boat back in 2020, and so I have no idea what to expect. I've looked at the checklist and I've tried to do everything on there that I can do, but if there's like an issue with the gas, for example, I'm just not going to know about it. There's nothing really that I can do to test that or like about that because I don't know anything about gas. And if I start messing with the gas, chances are I will create a problem rather than solve one. So I'm not going to get involved in that. I've cleaned and covered my batteries in a more efficient way than how they were before. I've replaced a couple of fire extinguishers, I've replaced my smoke and CO2 alarms. I feel like I've done what I can, but that is happening sort of the day after I get back. So there's no more time for me to do anything now. I need to leave. So I guess fingers crossed for when I get back. So here I am, house sitting. I've made it to the sunny hills of Shropshire, although it is continuously raining. You can probably hear that I'm making my lunch because I have just had a very exciting delivery.
HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that simplifies cooking by providing pre-portioned ingredients and easy to follow recipes right to your door.
So I especially love using HelloFresh for instances like this when I'm away from the boat for just a few days. There is absolutely no point in me doing a big shop. It means there's no waste, there's no messing about. I didn't have to bring any food with me. I just know that I'm going to turn up here, get a delivery, and I've got everything that I need. It's very difficult to buy food for just a couple of days or just a few days and still get the variety that I want. This means that that's all taken care of. There's not going to be any leftovers, there's not going to be any waste, and I still get the variety of being able to eat different meals. I don't have to use up what I've bought.
The step-by-step instructions make cooking so easy and simple, and it keeps things interesting because I can try making new recipes without having that mental load of trying to think what I want to eat and going out and getting everything that I need.
It also stops me getting a takeaway because I can't really get takeaway at the boat. I think delivery drivers would find it very hard to find me. But where I am now, I have an address, I have access to takeaway, and I don't want to do that. I want to cook for myself. There will be no temptation of being lazy because I've already got everything that I need.
HelloFresh offers flexibility with options to pause deliveries, change meal plans, and this means it adapts to my schedule and my needs. For me, it's a simple, enjoyable way to explore new recipes and eat healthier without the hassle.
So I am very much looking forward to tucking into my HelloFresh lunch.
If you'd like to try HelloFresh for yourself, you can get 60% off your first box plus free desserts for life when you use my code MAYMOON60.
It was really nice to have a few days away. I haven't been in a house for a few days on my own for quite a while actually. It made me think I really do need a fridge. And you will notice behind me we have a little plug situation because I finally caved and got a fridge. There's not much in it, to be fair, because I only got it yesterday. After spending a few days in a house on my own, which I haven't done for a while, I was kind of like, why am I living like this? Why don't I just get a fridge? My boat wife, who's next door to me, Tyler, she now has a car, so it was just much easier. Well, I say easier, it's very hard to buy a fridge these days if you don't have a delivery address. Like, it was actually a right palaver. I was calling places, I was trying to order for collection, and they would only do for delivery. Anyway, but we sorted it in the end, and I did have to break a cupboard to get the fridge in, and it's also a 240 volt fridge, just because I wasn't about to spend £500 on a 12 volt fridge. I'm plugged in. There's absolutely no reason for me to do that now because I'm pretty settled here in the marina. I think that fridge is a symbol of my commitment to marina living. Obviously, I didn't go out on the towpath like I planned this year. I just got really busy, didn't end up doing it. The option is always there. Like I can always go out, and I think my batteries, like, I could deal with a fridge on the towpath. I'm probably only going to go out in summer anyway. I'm a fair weather boater now, and in which case my batteries and solar will be able to handle a 240 volt fridge, I think. I mean, who knows? Yeah, if I do want to leave the marina for good, then I'll just sell it and probably wait another 3.5 years to get another fridge. Anyway, I am just waiting now for my boat safety certificate inspector. I'm wondering actually if the addition of the 240 fridge situation with my lovely like hanging wires, I'm wondering if that is going to affect the BSS. I actually have no idea. Anyway, I will let you know if we pass. Okay, he's just left, and good news, I think we passed. There was like a couple of extra jobs to do, like put a bit of tape to secure my battery covers down, but I literally have the tape. I did that in the moment, and there was a couple of things that needed labelling, but again, that's just the joy of being in the marina. I just popped to the chandlery, got the labels and attached them. So yeah, I think we've passed. My gas is all good. The fridge, not a problem. Yeah, the fridge is fine. Ventilation, fine. Everything's fine. I'm living in a safe environment, which is good to know. I won't have to do that again for another 4 years. So now's the time to make any changes if I want to make any changes. If I want a new oven or something, now's the time to do it because I won't have to be inspected for 4 years. I'd rather know that I'm living in a safe boat, to be fair. We're entering a new era of me sorting stuff out. Maybe I will finally enter my DIY era this winter. So the way that I make my iced coffee is a little bit unusual. I'm not having booze at 9 o'clock in the morning. I just don't have a milk frother. I don't have like a fancy coffee machine. And I found that this is actually the best way to make an iced coffee. So let me show you what I do. Always save your coffee grounds. They're great for face scrubs. I'm just going to add some homemade nettle seed chai syrup. It's very thick. I can't believe I finally have ice. 3 years and I finally have ice. This bit is my morning exercise. You want to get it as cold and frothy as possible. And there we go. Perfect frothy iced coffee. It's gotten cold and all of the geese are leaving. We've had one nippy night and they've all buggered off. I know when I hear the geese honking that it is time to sweep the chimney and recommission the fire. I usually wait until November 1st. Every single year I've been going to bed with hot water bottles and waking up really cold, sometimes using my central heating, my radiator system, but that was broken for a long old time, so I didn't rely on it at all. This is the year of comfort. This famously has been my year of no toiling. I shall not toil. So therefore, I'm gonna light the fire as early as I want. I don't know why I always have to live in a restricted way. I'm not trying to punish myself. In my head, it's just easier to be uncomfortable than to do the thing. But that mentality isn't going to wash anymore. It is the year of no toil. Even if that means shifting the toil to sweeping the chimney and starting the fire early and maybe using a bit more money on logs and coal, but that's fine as long as I'm warm. That's what matters in this situation, being warm. Why would I not be warm? So yeah, it shows that my mentality has shifted. I'm just not going to toil anymore. I want to be comfy. I want to be warm and cozy. Thank you again for checking in on me and joining me for another video from my narrowboat and other places. And don't forget that you can get 60% off your first box plus free desserts for life when you use my code MayMoon60. There should be a QR code on the screen right now, and I've also left a link in my description box. So use my code, get some money off and try HelloFresh. It's great.